Good afternoon, YouTube. Back with another budget video today, and just going to do a quick mid-month check-in, and we'll see how fast we can get this done. All right, let's dive right into it. Okay, for the income category here, all of my income for myself personally has come in. I have work checks that totaled, along with my VA, that totaled $789.94, which is over the $2,850 that I budgeted. The reason why the budget was originally so low is because there were hours that I didn't work, and due to that fact, I was unsure how much my checks would actually end up being from work. And then also, just to note, I did not put in my husband's income. I budgeted at $3,000. He makes well over that. However, he still has paychecks that are still going to come in for the month. My child support income typically comes in once a week per child. I have 2 children that receive child support, and this income, as stated, comes in once a week, so that's going to vary before the end of the month. With my miscellaneous income, I have a VA reimbursement that has already cleared the account that came in totaling roughly $46, which is more than the $30 that I had anticipated. The additional $1,100 is actually from a certificate of deposit that will be maturing. However, it does not mature until towards the end of the month, which will be the $1,100, and then that will be input into the budget at the end of month check-in, and we shall see how it goes, because currently we are extremely over budget. And it did not work this month, but we are new to this, so we're going to keep pushing forward. Let's jump into some of the bills categories. For necessities, one of the wins this month is that I not only paid the mortgage, but we also paid an additional amount on the mortgage because I'm trying to pay it off earlier than the 30-year loan that I signed up for. So I will be doing a video about how I'm paying off my mortgage early and tips and tricks that other people may want to use to help pay their mortgage off early as well. Our GEICO payment is automatic, so that comes out. The home security money, which is now Brink's home security system, that's also automatic, so those came out exactly as budgeted. The gas and water bill came to $54.89, so we were under budget there. Same with our electric bill and internet, because they're jointly on the electric bill. That came in at $278.42 for the month. Our life insurance for Mutual Omaha has not come out yet. It is automatic, so it should be coming out within the next day or so. My car payment for $325.51, I have made that payment. I actually paid $355 and some odd cents, and I am scheduled to try and pay at least $450 on it. So that's why that amount is not in there yet, because due to my husband's checks, that amount is going to change before the end of the month. Now, if we shift on over to the bills section, the Verizon and Basic Talk bill. Basic Talk came out, it was like 7 cents overdue to tax. However, Verizon, that bill has not come out. It comes out on the 26th of the month, and that bill is going to drastically change due to me getting my oldest son a cell phone this month because he's traveling currently with his dad in Florida. Therefore, you will see some variation on that budgeted amount, and we will be over budget this month, unfortunately. For Netflix and Sling, they both came out, their automatic payment, so those were right on target. Hulu, it comes out on approximately the 23rd to the 25th of the month, so it should be $7.99. It is also an automatic payment, so we don't really worry about that. With our credit cards, so I have planned to pay $1,600 on credit cards this month. Currently, we have paid $600 on my credit card and my husband's credit card. The additional $1,000 should be coming from that certificate of deposit maturing. However, if something comes up or if we need to place it in a different category due to being over budget so much, then we will do so. We shall see how the month goes. With Ashley Furniture, I made that payment of $250. And then with my store cards, I paid Gortman's at the end of June, so it actually came out the June end of month paycheck. However, I also had a Children's Place card with a balance on there. So that's where the $105.98 came from. With that being said, I paid that amount and a little bit additional due to the fact that I bought some other clothes for my children because I'm starting early on the school shopping thing. So therefore, you will see charges on my credit cards because I still use them. And the reason why I use them is because I usually get reward points and I get credits and free bucks and things like that that I use to help keep our expenses down. Now, if we look at our expenses, I had calculated $500 for food, which we are over because I did not anticipate the holiday. For my gas, we are also over because I did not anticipate the travel for our anniversary. For the miscellaneous category, we're going to be over that $500 budget due to my husband wanting to buy things for the children. So bless his heart, but do not bless my budget. I was not happy about it, but you have to sometimes just spend what you want to spend and enjoy life. So I'm not mad about it. It's just I didn't budget for it, to be honest. So once I go over the mid-month, we'll go over a couple of these expense numbers that have varied. So let's get right into that. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. Sorry, working this camera thing. I got a little stand to try to keep it a little bit more steady for you guys. But hopefully you can see this. As stated, for the 4th of July, I went over budget. And I went over budget by approximately $250. The reason why that amount is so high is because I not only bought food for family and friends coming over, I also bought alcohol, which everybody knows alcohol is kind of expensive, but on a holiday you celebrate and we sometimes like to drink a little bit, so not a big deal. But it was mostly food purchases and just catching great deals because there were sales on things. So here's a list of our failures here, and then our current debt amount. So for our anniversary, which was on the 6th of July here, we actually ended up going to Atlanta. We drove to Atlanta, which is why our gas category was over. And then also, I really didn't anticipate how much it was going to cost for our anniversary. I just kind of was like, okay, I will likely be under budget for my income and I'll use that money. Not a good idea because the planning thought process was good, but didn't really work out because I didn't really look at numbers specifically. And so for our anniversary, we were clearly a good $400 over just due to hotel stay. And we went to some very expensive restaurants for myself and my husband. At 2 different meals, it was approximately $100 for 2 people. So we were eating really well. So shout out to Papados and Benihana's. But due to trying to get out of debt, not the best move, but we were happy to be celebrating 5 years of marriage. So we're not mad about it. Another thing we went over on, as stated, is the kids. So for my oldest son, he's traveling currently to Florida with his father, and I had to buy his plane ticket. I had to get him a cell phone because he didn't have one currently, and it was just that he wasn't being responsible with it, wasn't charging it, so there was no use in paying for a monthly phone plan for a 12-year-old, and he's not taking care of it. Now he's 13, going into 8th grade and traveling, which is why it kind of made sense to get him one. We shall see if he continues to keep it or not. It's on a prepaid plan, and I ended up getting him the iPhone SE for $159, and then I pay an additional $30 a month on my plan with my husband to add him. He gets unlimited talk and text and 3 gigabytes of data. However, due to the special they were promoting this month, it actually ends up being 6 gigs of data, and he spends a lot of time on Wi-Fi here at the house, so it's not a big deal about his data plan. But the other thing about the kids that made us go over to the $750 is going to be their remote control cars, which my husband bought everybody in the house a remote control car this month. And yeah, I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of what they look like here, if I can get this camera to cooperate. So let's zoom in a little bit over there in the corner. So the green one, the white one, is another. It's gray, kind of by that little blue box in the back, and then the red one is my husband's. But the kids' 3 cars were approximately $300, and then my husband's car was a good $650. However, due to having to get batteries and different things to charge them, yes, in remote control cars, which is one of my husband's hobbies that he likes to do with the kids, we've spent a good $900 to $1,000 this month, which is why our budget is completely blown out of the water. But he just wanted to show them that we were very proud of them. We had one graduate from kindergarten last year, one graduate from 5th grade going into 6th. My oldest son, the fact that he played football, still was able to maintain his grades. They're actually doing great as kids. And just to let you know as well, my daughter's considered gifted, so she passed her IQ test and a couple national reading and math tests. So due to that fact that they do really well, they don't ask for much. We're kind of simple people, and just felt like appreciating them and showing them that we care, and then also something to keep them busy and outside doing stuff during the summer, so they're not in the house sitting on video games all day. So that's what he came up with, so I agreed, and that's what we did. As far as his car costing $600, not happy about that, but I love my husband. He loves his cars. It's not a Dodge Ram pickup, which is what he wanted, which would have been at least $40,000. So I'm going to take a $600 remote control car over a $40,000 Ram truck. Okay, end of my rant. Back to our fails. With my anniversary dinner and going to Atlanta, I had my mom come into town, so therefore I had to pay for her ticket, which was an additional $240 I did not budget for. But anytime my mom comes and watches the kids for us, we always cover her ticket price. I also sent my brother an additional $50 this month. He's currently incarcerated, which is a whole nother rant, and I do not condone helping people that are incarcerated because they put themselves there. But it's my brother, so you know how that goes with family, and it was only $50, so not too much, but I do not like doing it, so I do not put it in my budget. The other thing for the budget, actually that is all of the items for the budget. Let me total here how much we're over for the month, which will be sorry for the delay. I didn't have the total amount. Wrote that really quick, so excuse the sloppy handwriting. So $2,365 over budget for these couple of items. So it's not even that much on this list, but a total $2,365. So not happy about that number. However, we did have the income to do it due to the fact of previous budgeting, and that I anticipate our checks being lower, therefore we have a little wiggle room in our income category. So let's look at the real big picture here of what's going on. If I can zoom in, sorry, still learning to work this camera thing here. Let's just flip this like this and let's get there. So at the beginning of July, our debt numbers were, for myself, $263,148.39. For my husband, $22,192.83, for a total of $285,341.22. We are currently sitting at, after our payments, here we go, $262,000. See if I can get these in the same frame, sorry. Okay, so $262,065. I dropped off the cents because that becomes a little too much work and tedious. That is really pointless. Then my husband has $21,397 in debt, for our total debt amount currently $283,462. As mentioned before, I do count our home in this total price, so this is not our net worth. This is just our debt. Like, we want to be out of debt completely, including our home. Therefore, we count it, we look at it. At least I look at it every month. My husband looks at it just by default because I'm always talking about it. So we are down, what's that, roughly almost about almost $2,000 for our debt payment for the month. As stated before, my husband has a couple additional checks coming in, and then we have that CD maturing, so hopefully we can get down another about $1,000 for the month of August. We shall see how it goes, and hopefully these epic fails do not continue to happen throughout the month, because I do not want to see this $2,365 go up anymore, and I want to see this number, the $283,000, go down. So we need to see debt go down, and we need to stop making additional purchases on whatever we want throughout the month. With that being said, however, it is almost school time for my children. So therefore, I have 3 children that are in school. On the 27th through the 29th, it is tax-free weekend here in Tennessee, and we will definitely be doing back to school shopping. So those totals will be coming in. Not sure how much it will be. We'll try to remain on budget, and my kids, they actually have a lot of clothes already. So I'm just trying to see how much I can save. A lot of the school shopping has been completed, and I have done a ton of their school supplies and such because I wanted to beat the rush. So we're ahead on that. So this is our current mid-month check-in. We are still, let's see, $283,462,000 in debt. We are working to get out of that hole and trying to minimize our frivolous spending that we continue to do. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. Hopefully you enjoy this video, and then I will be back with a later video about helpful tips on how I'm paying off my mortgage early and other ways in which I'm trying to save. Please like, subscribe, comment, whatever. I have thick skin, so if you don't like it, you find ways for me to improve, just let me know. It will not bother me, I promise. But thank you for watching. God bless you. See you on the next video.